Dr. Emily Hart, 34, believed in science. Brains misfired, chemicals imbalanced, trauma-twisted reality. She'd worked night shifts for years, had seen patients scream about demons crawling under their skin, swear their dead spouses were hiding in the walls, hallucinations, delirium, grief, always a reason. Until Ward 9. Until Marion Keller. The transfer. It started when a call came in around midnight. A frail old woman was found on the side of the road, barefoot, hospital gown soaked in blood. No injuries. Just wrong. She kept mumbling. She's still in the glass. She watches through the cracks. She scratched her own arms raw, trying to get her reflection off her skin. No ID, no records. But she said her name was Marion Keller. The psych ward was full, so they placed her in the only available space, room 913, Ward 9, a wing no one wanted to use. The forgotten hallway. Ward 9 hadn't housed patients since 2018. After the incident, 5 staff quit. 2 took their own lives within the year. No one talked about it. The lights in the hallway buzzed even when turned off. The air was always too cold. Mirrors were covered long ago with duct tape and plastic sheeting. Not protocol, just instinct. But that night, someone had uncovered the mirrors. Dr. Hart checked in on Marion at 2:04 a.m. She was standing on the bed, whispering to the ceiling, staring directly into the small, unshaded mirror. Her reflection didn't move. It blinked first. Marion turned and screamed. "You let her out. Oh God, you looked at her." Dr. Hart turned, heart racing. The mirror was fogged, but she saw her reflection, only it wasn't matching her expression. It was smiling, wide, frozen. Something grinned at her through the fog. The blood writing. The next night, Marion was found dead. Not peacefully, not naturally. She had carved words into her own chest with a sharpened plastic spoon from her meal tray. Mirror me, mirror her, never alone. Her body was twisted, upside down in the bed, as if yanked from above and bent backward. There were fingerprints on her shoulders, but not human ones. The footage. Security pulled the hallway cam feed. It glitched from 3:12 to 3:18 a.m. When it came back, Marion's door slowly opened. A shadow stepped out, tall, thin, backwards, its arms bent the wrong way, knees bowing in reverse. It stopped in front of a mirror in room 915 and looked into the camera. No face, just a smooth reflective surface where a face should be. The footage cut out again. The reflection. Emily went home that morning, shaken, but it got worse. In her apartment, she noticed mirrors weren't working right. Her reflection sometimes didn't follow her movements. It smiled when she didn't, blinked twice when she blinked once. One time, it leaned closer when she leaned away. She covered every mirror, even her phone screen, but it still found her. She began having nightmares, choking on shards of glass, scratching her own face off to get the eyes out, waking up to find her reflection standing at the foot of her bed, grinning upside down. She stopped sleeping. The file. On her last shift, Emily accessed the old hospital archives. She dug into Marion Keller's name. Nothing. But in a locked cabinet labeled "Do Not Open Admin Only," she found a file. Inside, a faded photo of a young girl, face turned away. A report from 1964. Patient Marion Keller, age 14, claimed her mirror talked to her. Said it wanted her body. Attempted self-enucleation. Multiple suicide attempts. Final note. Room 913, Ward 9. Transfer failed. Mirror left uncovered. Subject escaped containment. Dr. Emily Hart was found 3 days later. Not dead, just hollow. Sitting cross-legged in front of the old mirror in room 913. Staring into it, unblinking. Her eyes were missing, but her face was serene. Smiling. On the wall behind her, scrawled in blood, "She wears me now." Now, room 913 is sealed. But they say at 3:13 a.m., if you stand outside the door and look into the tiny glass window, you'll see her standing inside, not Emily. Just your own reflection, smiling back with someone else's eyes. Hospitals are strange at night. The sterile halls, the hum of machines, the silence, too quiet to be natural. But sometimes, it's not the patience or the pain that sticks with you. It's what lives in the empty rooms, the ones everyone avoids, like room 316 at St. Gertrude's Hospital. And this is the story of a nurse who should have ignored the call. Her name was Alina Reyes, 26, bright, compassionate, fresh out of nursing school. She'd just started working nights at St. Gertrude's, a sleepy old hospital tucked in a foggy rural town. She was calm under pressure, a fast learner. She didn't believe in ghosts. Until the night she answered a code that no one had called. It was 3 a.m. when the intercom buzzed through the empty hall. Code white, room 316. Alina blinked. She'd never heard of a code white. She asked the desk nurse, an older woman, who looked like she'd seen things she didn't talk about. The woman froze, paled. "That room's been closed for years," she whispered. "Don't go near it." But the intercom buzzed again. More urgent this time. Code white, room 316. The south wing was colder than the rest of the hospital. Lights flickered. Water dripped from a cracked ceiling tile. Room 316's door was already open just a few inches. Inside, the bed was stripped, the room covered in plastic. But the heart monitor was on, 83 BPM. Alina stepped in. The monitor flatlined, and in the bathroom mirror, she saw something move. She turned her head, but the reflection didn't. It stared back. Same face, same eyes, but smiling. Then, it raised a hand and ran its nails across its own throat. Blood smeared across the mirror. Alina screamed and stumbled backward. The lights flickered. When she looked again, the reflection was just her. But her cheek was bleeding. The next day, she begged security to pull hallway cam footage. 3 a.m., room 316's door creaked open on its own. No one entered. But seconds later, a nurse walked out. Pale, blank expression. Wearing a uniform the hospital hadn't used since 2008. And when she turned to face the camera, her face flickered, froze. Then it became Alina's. Static. After that night, Alina stopped sleeping. Her reflection started moving before she did. In screens, in trays, in puddles. One night, she looked in the mirror and saw herself, crawling on the ceiling behind her. Arms bent backward, mouth open too wide, eyes missing. She turned around, nothing. But in the mirror, it kept crawling closer. On the sixth night, Alina returned to room 316 with a hammer. She screamed at the mirror, "Come out then!" She swung, but the mirror didn't shatter, it rippled. A hand pushed through. Then another. Then her reflection crawled out. Her own face twisted, grinning, mouth a dark, endless hole. It whispered, "I've learned your face now." They found her the next morning, sitting on the floor of room 316. Alive but empty. Eyes open. Staring. Smiling faintly. On the cracked mirror behind her, written in her own handwriting, "She wears me now. Don't answer code white. It's not your reflection anymore." The south wing is sealed now. But sometimes, at exactly 3 a.m., the intercom still buzzes. Code white, room 316. And if you're unlucky enough to answer it, and you pass a screen or a tray or a mirror, check your reflection. Make sure it's still blinking when you are. Because Alina's not in the hospital anymore. She's behind the glass. And now, she's wearing someone else's face. If you ever work night shifts, don't answer unknown codes. Don't trust every reflection. And above all, don't break the mirror. You might not like what comes out.